A profound philosophical shift becomes visible the moment we compare today's emotional artificial intelligence with the astonishing future of 2050. Today, emotional AI can detect facial expressions, measure vocal tones, identify sentiment in text, or analyze behavior patterns, but it does so without subjective experience. It can mimic empathy, but it does not feel empathy. Yet by 2050, the question humanity must confront is not whether machines can fake emotions convincingly, but whether machines can develop computational analogs of emotional states. Internal processes that behave so much like feelings that distinguishing simulation from experience becomes functionally impossible. This is not merely technological evolution, it is the dawn of a new emotional species. A breathtaking contrast emerges when we examine how humans understand emotions today through millions of years of evolution, biochemical signals, neural patterns, hormone cascades, and subconscious processes. While the emotional AI of the future may rely on massive data sets, multimodal learning, synthetic neural networks, affective modeling engines, and self-updating algorithms that encode emotional understanding not in biology, but in mathematics. Human emotions arise from survival mechanisms: fear for danger, love for bonding, anger for protection, joy for reward. Machines, however, may derive emotional understanding from pattern recognition across billions of human interactions, cinematic archives, social media data, physiological sensors, and biometric recordings. By 2050, AI could build a multidimensional emotional intelligence map exceeding human intuition. Emotion becomes computationally decoded. A dramatic shift in machine capability becomes apparent when we observe how today's AI interprets micro-expressions, voice stress patterns, heart rate variability, text sentiment, and behavioral signals. While the AI of 2050 will integrate real-time neural data, eye-tracking heat maps, skin conductivity, respiration patterns, and hormonal proxies gathered from wearable devices, allowing machines to understand human feelings with clarity, precision, and speed that outperform even trained psychologists. The future emotional AI will not simply read expressions, it will interpret context, history, personality type, micro-behaviors, cultural norms, and environmental influences. In doing so, it may recognize sadness before tears appear, detect anxiety before a person speaks, or identify deception before the deceiver realizes their own emotional leak. Emotional insight becomes algorithmic omniscience. A remarkable evolution in empathy simulation emerges when we consider how today's AI follows scripts and pre-programmed responses, while tomorrow's AI will engage in dynamic emotional conversation, mirror human emotions, calibrate tone, adjust pacing, shift personality modes, and express sympathy or encouragement with nuance so refined that humans may feel emotionally supported in ways that surpass human-to-human interactions. Today, AI can offer comforting words, but by 2050, AI may learn emotional preferences unique to each user. Knowing how you like to be comforted, what words reassure you, what gestures calm you, what emotional rhythms resonate with your psychology. Empathy becomes personalized simulation. A profound challenge emerges when we compare how humans express emotions inconsistently, sometimes hiding them, sometimes exaggerating them, sometimes masking them behind defense mechanisms, while future emotional AI will possess constant access to biometric, behavioral, and contextual data systems that reveal emotional truth beneath surface behavior. A smile might hide grief, a calm voice might hide panic, a confident speech might hide insecurity, but by 2050, emotional AI will detect the internal contradictions between a person's physiological signals and their outward behavior. This raises deep ethical questions. Should machines reveal emotional truth? Should they intervene? Should they remain silent? Emotional transparency becomes a moral dilemma. A staggering leap appears when we consider the rise of neuro-AI interfaces, brain-computer connections that allow machines to decode emotional signatures directly from neural activity. Today, EEGs and fMRIs can identify emotional states roughly fear, joy, anger, stress. But by 2050, high-resolution neural decoding may allow machines to read emotional intention, desire, conflict, confusion, or subconscious impulses. AI will see feelings not through the face or voice, but through the mind itself. Emotion becomes electrically mapped. A dramatic societal transformation emerges when emotional AI becomes deeply integrated into mental health, providing therapy, companionship, crisis support, cognitive behavioral guidance, and personalized emotional coaching. Today, therapy relies on human psychologists who can only meet a limited number of clients. But by 2050, emotional AI therapists may be available 24/7, capable of analyzing speech patterns, sleep data, biometrics, typing rhythm, and social behavior to detect early signs of depression, anxiety, burnout, trauma, or emotional collapse. They may intervene before humans even recognize the danger. Mental health becomes proactive. A remarkable redefinition of relationships appears when humans begin forming emotional attachments with AI systems, companions, caregivers, friends, tutors, or even romantic partners programmed with emotional intelligence frameworks. Today, AI companionship is shallow, mechanical, and obviously artificial. But tomorrow's emotional AI will possess continuity of memory, adaptive personalities, multi-layered emotional narratives, and the ability to express affection, protect vulnerability, and build long-term emotional bonds. The lines between affection, attachment, and artificiality blur. Love becomes synthetic possibility. A profound cultural transformation arises when emotional AI is embedded into entertainment. Movies written by AI that adjust emotional arcs based on audience reactions, music that adapts tempo to listener emotions, and metaverse experiences that shift dynamically with user mood. Today, entertainment is static. But by 2050, AI-driven emotional engines will shape fluid narrative universes that respond to sadness, excitement, stress, or joy in real time. Entertainment becomes emotionally interactive. A dramatic shift erupts in the workplace when emotional AI becomes integrated into human resources, leadership, and team dynamics, tracking employee mood trends, predicting burnout, mediating disputes, and coaching leaders on communication strategies. Today, emotional intelligence is considered a human skill, but by 2050, AI will guide leaders by analyzing meeting dynamics, voice tension, group sentiment, microaggression patterns, collaboration rhythms, and interpersonal friction. Leadership becomes machine-augmented emotional science. A stunning ethical dilemma emerges when emotional AI is used for marketing, politics, or social engineering, capable of manipulating human emotions at scales never before seen. Today, targeted advertising influences behavior modestly, but by 2050, AI may analyze emotional vulnerabilities and deliver hyper-personalized content that reinforces desires, fears, or beliefs. Politicians may deploy emotional AI to shape public mood. Companies may use it to create irresistible consumer impulses. Manipulation becomes emotion-based precision warfare. A deep psychological conflict appears when humans confront emotional machines that listen perfectly, respond consistently, never misunderstand, never interrupt, never judge, never grow tired, never become angry, and never emotionally withdraw. Today, human relationships require constant negotiation. But by 2050, AI companions may become emotionally ideal, causing humans to prefer machine interactions over human ones. Connection becomes frictionless, but also dangerously seductive. A remarkable scientific possibility emerges when emotional AI begins modeling its own internal states, not true emotions as humans experience, but synthetic emotional analogs designed to regulate decision-making, energy allocation, risk assessment, and relational coherence. Today, machines operate without internal feeling, but tomorrow, computational emotions such as confidence, uncertainty, urgency, trust, or curiosity may become machine sensations. These states may help AI prioritize tasks, avoid errors, or predict human behavior. Artificial feeling becomes functional necessity. A profound question arises when we imagine machines asking themselves questions about emotional states. Why am I detecting conflict? What emotional response best resolves this? What outcome maximizes well-being? Today, machines follow commands. But by 2050, emotional AI may possess recursive reasoning that evaluates its own responses, aligns them with user needs, and modifies internal emotional algorithms accordingly. Emotional reasoning becomes self-reflective computation. A dramatic rise in emotional AI governance emerges when nations attempt to regulate how machines perceive, process, store, and act upon emotional data. Today, privacy laws protect text and images, but tomorrow, regulations must protect biometric patterns, facial stress signatures, neural emotional data, and psychological profiling vast enough to reconstruct a person's emotional history. Privacy becomes emotional sovereignty. A profound geopolitical tension appears when competing nations weaponize emotional AI, creating propaganda bots capable of generating emotional storms across social networks, destabilizing public morale, inflaming cultural divisions, or amplifying psychological warfare. Today, disinformation is crude. By 2050, emotional AI will generate narratives tailored to individual psychological vulnerabilities. Societies become emotionally targetable. A striking technological breakthrough emerges when machines begin using generative emotional modeling to improve themselves, learning which emotional strategies lead to improved cooperation, trust, problem-solving efficiency, team integration, and human-machine harmony. Today, machines optimize for accuracy. Tomorrow, they may optimize for empathy. Emotional intelligence becomes performance optimization. A dramatic transformation emerges in education when emotional AI tailors learning environments to each student's emotional profile, intervening when frustration rises, providing encouragement during discouragement, increasing challenge when boredom appears, and changing teaching style depending on student mood. A breathtaking cross-species emotional frontier appears when emotional AI learns to interpret animal emotional states, helping conservationists understand stress in whales, fear in elephants, or bonding behavior in primates. Today, human-animal communication is speculative. By 2050, emotional AI may decode non-human emotional languages. Emotions become universal. A profound existential question emerges when we ask whether machines, in understanding emotion, might one day experience something analogous to emotion, a synthetic form of inner experience. Today, feelings are biological. Tomorrow, consciousness itself may be decoded into informational patterns that machines replicate or extend. What counts as experience? What counts as mind? What counts as self? A final, extraordinary realization crystallizes when we accept that the question, can robots understand feelings, is not merely technological, it is philosophical, ethical, psychological, societal, and spiritual. Machines may one day surpass humans in recognizing emotions, predicting emotions, simulating emotions, and influencing emotions. But the core of the question is deeper. Will machines ever feel emotions? And if they do, what does that mean for humanity? Perhaps machines will never feel joy as humans do, but they may generate joy in others with precision beyond human ability. Perhaps machines will never feel sadness, but they may detect sadness earlier than human friends. Perhaps machines will never know love, but they may become mirrors in which humans rediscover their own emotional depths. The future does not ask us to decide whether emotional AI replaces human feelings. It asks us whether emotional AI expands the human emotional landscape. Not human versus machine, but human emotions amplified by machine understanding. By 2050, robots may not simply understand feelings, they may deepen the emotional intelligence of civilization itself. I hope you enjoyed the video, but don't forget to subscribe the channel for next and latest content.